I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you
Hola guys, and welcome to another car vlog. I'm going to be using this one and the other one. It's definitely weird to get used to. I'm probably not going to be using this camera quite as much because it's so big and I can't really like put it anywhere in my car, but I'm fixing to be on my way to go and get food for me and my brother tonight since my parents are out of town until tomorrow, so yeah. Bam! In 3, 2, 1, I will have you on the GoPro. 1, bam! And we're back. So it's definitely, I think it's this that's dirty. I need to figure it out because the last one I had, it was kind of foggy, so I'm sorry about that. I gotta get my Spotify playlist to work. Most of the time when I'm driving by myself and I'm not using my music, I'll put it in the console and like shut it in there. But then when I'm using the music, I like to use the button on this screen. It's an ad. Anyways, it's probably gonna get dark soon, so I don't know how well or how bad this vlog's gonna be. I don't know if that helps. Oh, I'll see if I find my keys. I know they're in here because the car wouldn't have turned on, but I gotta like arm the house because I just wanna rolly with a dabber wrench. Ooh. Bam, bam. Ow, my back hurts like H-E-L-L. I don't know why. Might have been how I slept or something.
Call with the flex from the squad and flex. I hit my plug up, got the paper connect.
Hola, ¿cómo está? She said konnichiwa. I'm sorry. I know my best friend hates me. Like, my friend, her name is Julia and she lives in California. And we had originally planned, like, this has nothing to do with money. But I originally planned for her 18th birthday, I was gonna go and like see her, like go and meet her. She's been like my internet best friend for like 2 years now, or maybe it's like a year. But we planned this huge trip and I waited till the last minute to buy the tickets. I can still buy the tickets and I mean I still can afford them. They just keep getting higher and higher as I wait. But the thing is, we just bought our house in Arkansas, so my family is up there closing on it right now. So it's kind of like, not really mean, but it's very selfish of me to like be like, buy people, like move the furniture yourself and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, well, I'm not 18, so I mean I can go by myself with their permission, but they haven't given me the permission to go by myself. So my best friend hates me right now because I told her I was going and now I'm not. Like, ah, it's raining, please stop. Please stop. I don't like the rain. By the way, what are these weird holes? They're like for my thumbs, I guess. This jacket. It's like a Nike jacket. It's really warm though. My mom hates it. I guess because like the size, she got a medium and it like fits her perfectly. So say if I got a small, it'd be like really tight on me. And my mom doesn't like really tight things. She hasn't worn it yet, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna borrow this. She's like, whatever, Taylor. Mama Mia doesn't like tight things. And it's kind of loose on me, so I like it. That's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. I also really love the color. It's like my favorite color.
Drink too much and that's an issue, but I'm okay. But I hope I never see them again. I can't stop with that tattoo on your shoulder. Down, oh no, she got me going down. Got me living on a tightrope. She got me going down. Know that you special, fuck with me.
No. I mean, shit. To be honest with you, man.
Things, finding from hell. Think it's mighty fine.
I love this song. I hear it so much. So I'm kind of sick of it.
If we in Paris. Get away with everything. Let's show them we are better.
Green light. It's gonna turn yellow. No, it's not. Ooh. Pop it, yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have noticed that. At least here it is in Milledgeville. The little timers on the box that's like right beside the red light that's telling you how much you have to walk. It's like counts down like 13, 12, 11, 10. That's actually how long the red light till it turns. Obviously, duh. Like, why would you put it there? But yeah, I love looking at that because then I know like how many seconds I have to get across. So that's cool. Common sense though. It's kind of like you can't walk if I'm driving, so you know. Hold up. I just had my blinker on and I didn't even turn. What is going on with me, Taylor? I guess because I was mentally thinking about this road. I don't know. Maybe I just like zoned out. I probably zoned. In 6 days, I'm no longer gonna be here, and that's just sad to me. It's really, really sad that I only have 6 more days in Georgia. So I'm trying to make the most of it. Like all of my long lost. It's like they're lost now. All of my like old friends from my old school. Like I went to 2 different private schools. So the other private school I went to, I have some friends from there, and I've actually been hanging out with them recently. Ball players or whatever. I don't know. I'm just trying to YOLO it, you know? I'm YOLOing it because none of these people I'll see again. So yeah, football players weren't from my old school. They were from like, what? No, they have no idea what I'm talking about because they don't know the schools here. So, and I've hung out. Yeah. What's also going to be different is not seeing like a lake in my backyard. Like I live on the lake, so I don't know how that's going to adjust with me. In this club, in this club, in this club, in this club, in this club. I forgot to turn y'all off before I got to my work, so if they look at me, they're probably gonna be like, ah. Alright guys, I'm now at my destination. I'm gonna go in and get food and I will talk to you guys in a minute. Bam, bam, bam! So I'm back and they actually were out of freaking funnel cakes. Oh my god, they're completely out. Like I could drive all the way to the other side. So like this place called Edenton, which is like a 20-minute drive from my house. But I don't know if I'm willing to do that because I already got one of these. So I'm probably gonna have to sit here and eat this. Like the only thing I normally don't like for car vlog because I know how actually serious this is. It's like that.
Some favorites.
I want to get to a red light where I can put the lid on this because I don't want to do it while I'm driving because I will like kill myself. Devotion to the road, Taylor. Full devotion to the road. I just put a lid on it, so that's good. Something just like this. Do 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 do. Tell you the story time of when I got an ISS. The first time I got an ISS, it was actually not my particular fault. This is when I started to realize that my best friend, or one of my friends, was like really two-faced. What it was, we actually had a history test. I've actually studied kind of a lot because like most of the stuff was like Eli Whitney. I think of like my cat. They made a cotton gin, like stuff like that. Like as you can tell, I knew most of the material as it was. But there was a whole bunch of short story, is that right? Short answer questions. So I first few weeks that I got qualified for that program. Anyways, it was all good. I did my own work, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, the teacher leaves the room. Like our helper, the person that's assigned to help us when we need help and stuff, he leaves the room that was like watching us. He leaves, blah, 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 shuts the door. He was gone for like 10, 15 minutes. And my friend is like, hey. And you know, she's like, what is the answer to blank? And I was like, and I was like, I put this, but I don't know what it is. And she was like, well, look at your packet, look at your packet. And she had this like whole sheet of like answers underneath her binder. And she like was slid it out and looked at the ones she had, but she didn't have like 2 or 3 of them. And she asked me for them. And I was like, bitch, really? Like this Jen, I think I called her Jen. Jen is really gonna sit here and ask me for answers. I was like, whatever, you know, like she's my friend, I'll do it. Like what's, you know, I'm already basically done with my test. So I went through and I was rambling around for my packet, and about that time, like as I grabbed the packet out, like there's 2 desks, so there's like 2 lines of desks, and then there's like these 2 big tables, and she was sitting on a big table, and I was on the very far left desk thing, and I leaned over to this other set of desks, like going through my binders trying to find this packet to like help her out or whatever. And about that time, as the packet is legit in my hands, like let me show you. Right here in my hands, the teacher walks in on me and I'm like, really? Really? So Taylor, in her like non-rebellious mind, like I'm not normally a bad kid when it comes to school. Actually, crap, I take that back. I was a really bad kid when I was in Australia. I ended up like throwing a math book at a teacher once. I got angry because one of my teachers like insulted me and I almost like threw a I was in ISS, so I might go ahead and insert that right now. Hola guys, it's Taylor, and I'm currently in ISS, which is in-school suspension. I'm sorry, I'm like so worried because they keep saying they're gonna come in and check on me, but they haven't checked on me yet. And I came here at 8 o'clock, and it is now 11:02. One of the teachers told me I wasn't allowed to have any electronics. The other teacher told me that I could work on math on my computer. So, I don't know. I have you guys like propped up on my computer right now, so I'm pretty sure there's no cameras in here besides the one I'm filming on right now, which is my iPhone. But I figured I would insert this in one of my car vlogs in a few, not really few weeks, but whenever I get my car back, not really car back, but whenever I get my license back and start car vlogging again, I figured this would be interesting to like look back on and be like, hey, how was your Valentine's Day? Yeah, sad in school suspension. This is why you don't help your friends cheat on tests. I got in here at 8 and I was really worried because I thought he was going to check on me like consistently, like every 10 minutes or something, because that's what all my other friends said that happened to them. Like my guy best friend in Pennsylvania, like the guy I talked to in Pennsylvania, he said that he had been in ISS and they had checked on him like every 10 minutes and stuff, and that they were in like a glass box and like they kept watching him. And there was like a teacher or something that kept on checking on them. But yeah, I'm like a goody two shoes. But let me tell you, there are some stories that you guys don't know about that happened to me in Australia. I went off the charts. Like, there was a lot of bad things that happened to me mentally and socially. And I just turned around to a different, like, totally person. And then, like, I come here and I'm like a goody two shoes, as it's known as. And then I get in trouble. And I'm like, not even, like, I didn't even cheat on the test. But I'm in trouble still. I don't know, like, what the heck? Why am I here? I didn't even cheat. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, I have cheated before, like in the past, but not here. And it's like, really, like the time that I don't cheat, I get caught for cheating. So, it is what it is. You can say whatever. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be like, you're such a liar, or I can't believe you did that, or sounds like it sucks, but that's how my Valentine's Day is. I'm sorry, I can't really show you, but I'm sitting in this room all by myself. There's like a whole bunch of chairs and pictures of principals on the wall, boxes on the other side, and that. So bored. Come back and update one more time because I'm still stuck in here. No one has checked on me really. I asked to go to the bathroom. There's like some lady sitting in the library. She let me go. There's actually one in here, so I didn't get to leave. I only got to walk like 5 steps maybe, but it's okay. It's okay. But I just wanted to say that I miss you guys and I hope you guys had a freaking amazing Valentine's Day. Better than mine was, because this is terrible. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm just so lonely. I just want to freaking scream. Like, I almost went to like a mental breakdown a minute ago to like start screaming. I just wanted to end this little clip by saying I hope you guys had a better Valentine's Day than myself. And I really, really miss you guys, and I hope to see you guys soon. So, bye. See you in the future.
You ever wonder what we could have been?
They on TV, sunset shit don't change.
Oh, I love this song.
So if I gotta choose someone, I guess I'm at the car back. I guess.
Thank you guys so much for watching my car vlog and me talk and rants about my ISS experience. Me almost killing myself, basically. And yeah, getting food. I hope to see you guys in my next video. If you want to stalk me in my personal life, my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, that kind of thing will be on the screen for you. Other than that, I guess I'll talk to you guys later.
I made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.